Yo, what is going on, Arkansas Razorback fans, SEC fans everywhere? Welcome. It is the one, the only Big Trail Network. I'm its host and creator, Ty Hudson. Hope you're doing well. The Razorbacks have picked their new head basketball coach. We're going to talk about that in a little bit more. Obviously, I want your opinions down below in the comments section. Like I always say, let your voice be heard. But before we get into all that, if you guys would like, comment, I already mentioned that, share the content, tap the subscribe button, don't forget the notification bell also, and feel free to check out all the links down below in the description box. Let's talk about Eric Musselman, the new coach for the Razorbacks. We finally have a little bit of time to sit down and talk about Eric Musselman. This is I've been waiting to do this video since the hiring, and I just haven't had a chance to sit down and talk about it, but I like it. You know, I think sometimes I wonder if Mike Anderson, one of his biggest disadvantages was, you know, obviously timing, on top of the fact that he had to come in and rebuild a program, pull it from the ashes just to make it respectable again, and he accomplished that. But sometimes I wonder when you talk about in-state recruiting, outside of Gafford and Bobby Portis and maybe a couple others, you know, Isaiah Joe, you wonder if timing just wasn't there, and maybe that played a huge part in Mike Anderson's inability to bring in better players recruiting-wise. I don't know. It seems like these next couple of classes, the in-state talent is going to be there. Musselman's going to have a pretty good opportunity to bring in some good players. As for, like, right now, when he walks in the door, what's it all look like? What does his past show us? Well, his past shows that this is definitely a guy that has been around the NBA. He knows what they expect in the NBA. He knows what they're looking for. He's coached in the NBA. Still has many relationships at that level. He's coached in the D leagues. He's been a college basketball assistant. He was an assistant for LSU. You know, he's you know, pretty well respected. And Mike Anderson was too. You know, we could sit here and talk about, well, this guy said this about Mike Anderson. You know, I think Calipari had a lot of positive things to say about Mike. But it's neat that someone like Jeff Van Gundy, who said that Musselman is he's just got a really high offensive mind, or he's really talented in that department. You know, he's an offensive minded coach. You know, again, he's had former players say that, you know, Musselman's responsible for or at least a big part of, he played a big part in their development throughout the D leagues or their time in the NBA. So Musselman, again, a lot of people coming out and have supported him in the past, and I think that he's a good fit. You know, when he went to Nevada, that's not a powerhouse program. And this is a guy, year one, he takes them 24-14. They miss the tournament just barely. And then the following 3 years, they make the tournament. His third year there, they make the Sweet 16, losing that game by a point. Still, Sweet 16 is not bad in the first 3 years. And then the last year, 2018-2019, Nevada finishes 29-5, 15-3 in conference play. And they have an early exit out of the tournament. But again, you kind of feel like the timing might be there for someone like Musselman. This is a high intensity guy. I don't know that he's necessarily set on one type of offense or not, or one type of style of play, because I've read, you know, throughout his time as a coach, whether it was, you know, when he coached, he coached the Venezuelan team. He coached, you know, he obviously was in the D leagues. It sounds like he's pretty aggressive on offense, but I don't know that he's necessarily stuck to one particular type of style. So that'll be interesting to see, you know, what he does at the University of Arkansas, but, you know, as far as the philosophy and what they, you know, what they do on the court. He has been known to run high-tempo basketball as well. So, again, he's an intense guy. Apparently he's not somebody who just pats you on the back and says, nice try. He's gonna get up in their grill and he's going to coach them. And I think that is something Arkansas needs desperately. And I wonder how these players react to that. How many transfers, if any? I don't know. Maybe they respond to his style of coaching really well. Maybe they don't. Again, time will tell. But I do like this hire. I think, again, it's a good fit. His wife, Danyel, very pretty. He's got a gorgeous family. It just seems like a perfect fit here in Northwest Arkansas for the Razorbacks. And I wish him the best. I hope that he gets it done. For Mike Anderson, I really hope he just does whatever makes him happy after this. If coaching is his thing, I'm going to root him on. I'm going to root for him. I hope he does well, whatever he does. If he just wants to retire here in Northwest Arkansas, that'd be great. I know some of you think that he probably hates the state. He's going to leave all mad and huffy-puffy. I don't know. I think, you know, Nolan wasn't too upset about it. I don't think Mike is either. I could see Mike leaving, you know, maybe moving somewhere and getting some land of his own and kind of doing what Nolan did here in Northwest Arkansas, only not in the state. That's fine. But, I hope that whatever he's doing, it makes him happy. And he deserves it. He and his family, they deserve it. And he did a job well done in 8 years, building a really good foundation. That's what he did, and let's hope Musselman can build on top of it. And that's it. Remember to like, comment, share the content that you just watched. Of course, if you haven't already, tap the subscribe button. Don't forget the notification bell. And we're going to talk spring football. That is the next video I'm going to make. I'm going to try and get that out here as soon as possible. I did go to the red-white scrimmage. There's lots to talk about there. So we will see you relatively soon. Be kind to one another. Go Hogs.